Welcome to Talak-E-Talks, where we talk about anything and everything na bet namin pag-usapan. My name's Tilapia Words back.
Hello. Shampy Sap here. And before we proceed, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel dito sa YouTube. And we're also available in Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Girl, episode 70.
Correct.
In
Happy
fairness, ang
anniversary sa
anniversary natin.
atin.
Naka 1 year na tayo. Sino mag-aakala nga abot tayo ng 1 year? So may 1 year pa tayo. Di ba 2 years na usapan natin ko?
Tinaningan.
At may pandemya pa din, girl. Ano ba yan?
Actually, diba? I mean, that's
Oo.
how we started anyways. Diba? Since we're stuck at home, watching BLs dahil nga may pandemic and then
Oo nga.
fast forward 365 days, we're
Af-
still
after
watching BLs
Well,
stuck in a pandemic.
exactly. Kasi nga, after 70 episodes, ang first
Mm,
episodes natin is about BL. Doon tayo nagsimula. We talk about Game
correct.
Boys, guys, sa pelikula in general. With Sakristan pa nga, I remember.
Ay, oo.
Pero full circle kasi ang ating 70th episode ay we just finished, nag-marathon tayo ng The Love Beneath the Stars.
Correct. By Dolly Lulu. And yeah, so parang
Ano to?
return to our roots, no?
Return to our roots. And ito, series to. Kasi
Correct.
we did a movie. The movie was The Boy Foretold by the Stars na pinalabas
Correct.
part of the Manila Film Festival last
Yes.
year, December.
Correct, right? Yep.
Yeah,
And
so
we made a review about that.
so
So,
we will post the link sa ating comments sa description kung yung ano natin, episode natin with the Boy Foretold with the Stars.
mhm.
Ano nga ba emote natin doon? Dapat pala pinakinggan muna natin, di ba? Para may refreshment.
May recap ba?
Oo, hindi
Well,
naman.
actually, ano naman, nagustuhan naman natin, right?
Hindi perfect, pero we loved it,
Yeah.
di ba?
I think more so because of yung nostalgia feels. Kasi nga,
Ng
di
mga
ba,
high
since,
school.
correct, growing up, sa Catholic school and bilang mga Catholic school
Cool
girls,
girls
right?
like us.
Scholastica,
Ano na?
Poveda, Miriam. So
Ayun.
I think maraming mga eksena doon that we really found relatable.
Tapos,
So,
so ito na nga,
mm,
basta na-pick up siya to be a series. So, it's a 6-episode
correct.
series sa
Mhm.
Iwant. Doon natin siya pinanood. And
Mhm.
this actually is a direct continuation of the movie. Kasi parang
Correct.
walang time jump eh.
Wala, girl. If
Mm.
you remember, 'di ba? Parang cliffhanger yung ending, 'di ba? Kasi naghalikan sila. Yun yung last scene dun sa movie.
Mm. Tapos
Naalala mo
ang
yun?
tapos ang pinaka-hanash natin, parang anong nangyari sa grad ball? Hindi na natuloy, di ba? Buong movie, kumukula sila ng grad ball, pas hindi pa nangyari. Pero,
Correct.
ayun naman
So,
pala ang
dito nila
rason.
tinuloy.
Oo. Hindi
Yes.
ko alam kung dahil ba sa kuda natin. Charot. Asya mangyera.
Masyado naman tayo assuming nun, te.
Oo. Malay mo, nakinig pa na nila yung chika natin na ang daming kuda ng grad ball, tapos wala pa ng grad ball sa dulo. Yun. So yun nga. Pero I mean, it's the same cast.
Yes.
Obviously, si Dominic at si Luke pa din. Ano lang palitan nila?
Alam mo, may recast pa nila, di ba?
Oo nga. Pero nagpalitan ng title, hindi na The Boy Foretold by the Star. It's Love Beneath the Stars na. Kasi nga,
Correct.
so meron ako disclaimer ha. Unahan ko lang kayo kasi ako yung bitter na bakla sa mundo ko, di ba? So ang point of view ko dito is may halong kabiteran. Inuunahan ko lang kayo kasi girl, para tayo, like you said, para tayo lumaki na padet. Well, hindi ako actually proseta pa ako nung high school. Pero alam mo yun, ang lakas kasi sa akin na tama eh, may what if na part. May what if na. Kung ganito kaya nangyari nung high school ko at nag-out na ako nung high school, mangyayari kaya to? Kasi parang ito yung Catholic school. At may part sa akin na, teka, ganito na ba ang Catholic school ngayon? Na parang may level of, mas open eh.
Progression.
May
Mas
progression na
open-minded
ba?
na sila.
Kasi kung panahon natin to, hindi to mangyayari, girl. Kahit mo sabihin na,
Ay, witches. Correct.
never to
Hindi never
mangyayari.
mangyayari to.
Kaya meron akong, hindi mo suspension of disbelief. Parang hindi ko, well, I am happy that this story is being told in this platform. May visibility, may ano. Pero may part of me na parang, it's a TV show. May part of me talaga na parang, fantasy to eh. Hindi naman to real life eh. Parang may ganun sa akin, ako da. Kasi nga, I'm a bitter FM na pag-girl na hindi sa akin mag-grasp na maging grounded yung kwento in some ways. Ikaw ba may ganong feeling?
Actually, ano naman since it is a love story and a part of me going into this, kasi napanood ko pa lang yung trailer, di ba? Ang unang kuda natin sa trailer, parang napaka-imposible naman ng mga pangyayaring ito, di ba?
Oo.
So, dun pa lang, parang naset ko na yung utak ko na, I'm pretty sure hindi naman yung, ang goal nila is to come up with something that's feel good, something that's not necessarily close to reality, right? But at the same time, try to cover important themes as much as possible. Pero at the end of the day, I think na it's a love story na people from our tribe would feel inspired and would feel hopeful.
I mean, hindi naman ako fully super nega about this. I mean, like I said, it's my my bitterness just coming out. I'm super happy din na na yung level, hindi man level. I'm super happy din na talagang bida ang mga FM dito na na in some ways, kaya siguro doon lumalabas yung level of fantasy ito kasi hindi ganito yung kinalakihan natin ng mundo in some ways. Kung ba, like ito, being realistic lang, kung ikaw ba isang baklang FM nung high school ka, nung panahon natin to well, syempre, kasi
mga
ground Tapos
60s ka, 90s
Pati sa 60s, mga 90s naman. Aminado ako 90s tayo.
90s tayo. Sige, go.
Tapos naging jowa mo yung basketball star player. Na actually, parang, parang hindi siya mangyayari sa, I mean, I'll be surprised kung may nangyari ganito talaga ever in real life. Nung panahon natin siguro ngayon, fine, okay. With the internet, with the visibility, with all the mas modern, kaya mas progressive na, fine. Wala akong sense. Okay, fine. Hindi na lang talaga ako. Kasi talaga, ano?
Ano yung point natin dun sa
Kasi ang point ko na kasi talaga, hindi talaga mangyayari, hindi ko maarok talaga.
Hindi mo mag-grasp na mangyayari yan sa panahon natin.
Oo nga.
Yun, right? Yun lang yun.
Yun.
Okay. Ano, kailangan ko ba mag-gawin? Hindi ko alam kung saan pupunta ang usapan natin. Paano mag-ano doon?
Okay na. Hindi mo naman kailangan mag-react. Ikaw, ano naman ang ano mo? Na-enjoy mo naman yung series? Kumbaga.
Actually, oo. Yun nga, I took it as it is. Actually, I appreciated the fact na kasi I like the first film. I think that it was charming. So, when it moved to this series, parang consistent naman yung treatment. Like yung, alam niyo yung may elements ng hula, yung coin toss, yung pagiging cryptic. So, they were able to sustain that. So, yun. I appreciated it. I also think na, kasi di ba yung movie, parang ang pinaka synopsis nun is parang finding that relationship, di ba? So, ito, parang it's more of the series covers yung keeping that relationship and yun against all odds, like syempre yung mga the things that they would have to overcome. What I liked about it, yung relevance dun sa yun nga, dun sa Catholic schoolgirl experience natin, although I wish kasi maraming mga di ba, maraming mga relatable scenes sa eskwelahan dun sa movie, which I parang feeling ko parang medyo kulang na or hindi na ganun kadami dito sa series na to kasi they just focus more on the sa drama tsaka yung sa mga conflicts nila, yung nga interpersonal conflict. So yun lang yun ang so I kind of missed that.
Saka actually parang napaisip din ako, hindi sila nauubusan ng a-attend ng journey. Parang ilang batches per school year kasi it seems like ilang batches per school year
Correct. Tapos yun nga, walang time jump to So ibig sabihin isang school year lang to may isang comment doon yung sa nga, di ba, so nagkaroon pa ng isang journey, di ba? Tapos may comment pa na, parang ito yung third to the last journey natin for the year. So ibig sabihin, hindi pa ubos. Parang hindi ko alam, parang inside joke na lang ba nila to na walang katapusan yung, alam mo yon, yung parang yung just the movie being self-aware na Pero yun nga, parang as usual, nandun yung mga pet peeves na so they have 6 episodes, parang ilan lang yung scenes talaga na meron talaga, na alam pinoportray na nasa classroom sila and they're actually doing
Cool.
studying. Kasi lahat ng mga interactions nakita ko, it's either puro extracurricular or outside the school or kalimitan gabi eh.
Tsaka ito pala, naloloko din talaga ako. Di ba yung setting nila 2020? So talagang alternate universe. So 'di
Ah,
ba? Kasi walang pandemya.
correct. They
Parang
completely ignored the
yeah.
yung
So
current
ay
events.
so hindi nga siya talagang reality in some ways or talagang alternate universe. Kasi kung 2020 girl,
Mm-mm.
dapat face to face lang. Face to face din ang journey, face to face lang. I mean yung
Correct, no? Sa lahat
puro
virtual, pero
puro
ang saka naman
virtual.
nun.
Mm. 'Di ba actually hindi ko siya agad napansin until nag-grad ball na. Kasi in fairness sa grad ball nila, full pack yung grad ball. Sabi ko, teka, paano nito na-shoot? Yung di kaya
Ang dami
concerns
extra,
ko,
no?
oo,
Mm.
sa lahat yun, nag-swab test, parang gano'n, kasi ba required. Tapos yun lang, parang ay okay, hindi siya, kasi yung pageant 2020 rin eh, 'di ba? Yung Miss ano, yung mga baklang nagpa-pageant na ano,
Mm,
yung sa
correct. Oo. Parang ano, no? Parang ginawa nila parang TLF na,
oo,
ano,
yung ginagawa ng pag
na
TLF
tradition.
workshop, 'di ba?
Parang, yun din nakakaano, I find it kind of off din. Feeling ko naman, no matter how progressive yung school, I don't think na I mean, magiging part ng agenda is
Mm.
a beauty pageant.
Unless tago na lang ginawa yun.
Yun
Hello,
nga eh. Buti sana kung tagu siya, like
mm.
pinakita or in-establish na yung mga bakla nagtipon-tipon sa isang kwarto and tahimik. Alam mo yun, parang
Pero
nga
full
very
production, 'di
covertly
ba?
eh.
Oo. Ito full production
Eh di naman lahat mga badet
mm.
doon, 'di ba? And wala lang, parang yun nga, yung I guess going back to suspension of disbelief. Parang I guess gusto nilang isingit pero it's highly unlikely na
Ah,
alam mo yun,
mm.
i-go ni father or ni brother.
Actually, totoo lang. Yun nga, 'di ba? Kaya nga talagang sabi ko kaya nga ang biggest question ko, ganito na ba ka-progressive din ng mga Catholic school panahon ngayon? Though merong ano, though may friction, may pool, may isang character doon, yung isang professor, 'di ba? Pero parang
Oo.
parang generally kasi alam mo yun, mas open na
Kasi yung
talaga, talaga. So, I mean, sa series na 'to, ang pinaka one of the biggest change yung addition ni Gio, the class president. Wala siya sa movie. 'Di ba kaya nagulat
yes,
ako, si Gio sa movie? Parang gano'n. Parang
correct.
biglang pumasok. At si Gio ang pinaka-bet mo, 'di ba? Pinaka-bet.
Trot.
Kasi ako ang pinaka-bet ko si Coach. Si Coach.
Wala lang, iba lang talaga yung dating ni ano, I think his name is Von Fiction.
Nixon.
Yun, so yun nga, parang supposedly yung rival, tapos, ano, he has that, ano kasi, yung dating na ano, yung smart, tapos yung boy next door charm. So, I gravitated towards that. Pero syempre, admittedly, hot din naman si ano, si Coach, di ba model dati yun? Si ano, basta ano
Alam mo,
eh,
hindi ko siya maalala actually. Talaga, talaga.
Showbiz Clan. Alam ko part siya ng mga ano, yun nga, Silayan, di ba? So,
Mm.
yun nga, si Chad Silayan, Vic
Mm.
Silayan, so, part siya nun. And then, bago yung brother, no, ano yun, parang katunggali or ka-contrast nung, ano,
Parang
nung
bago din, oo.
conservative.
Mm.
Oo. Medyo cute din siya, actually.
Mm. Meron pang
Hati,
isang hot
cutie, ano.
si Romnick Sarmenta, in fairness,
Ay, oo, daddy-daddy, no?
pasado pa rin siya sa akin. Kahit nung panahon pa natin siya mati ni
Kanlasang
Idol,
Pinoy, di
'di
ba?
ba?
In
Pero in fairness sa
fairness.
kanya, parang ay nagbabalik ba si Romnick Sarmenta or ngayon ko lang ulit siya napanood at winner pa rin. At nakakaloka pa si Nikki Valdez nanay na.
Correct, di
Parang
ba? Parang kailan lang, ano, di ba?
parang
Parang
best
siya
friend,
yung
best friend.
correct, quintessential sidekick sa mga rom-com. Tapos ngayon siya yung cool mom.
Oo.
Di
Kasi
ba?
at para ikulot ang cool mom, lagi may hawak na beer. Ano? Dalawang beses may hawak na beer yung Lola Mez. Tapos sa contrast, ano si Agot, na very over the top ang acting ng lola mo. Nakakalo. Hindi ko alam kung talagang direksyon o yung talaga kung saan gawin ng, ano mo.
Oo, yung contradicting sila, di ba? So siya yung strict, overbearing mom with the high expectations. Tapos si Romnick, like yung quiet, calm, cool dad. Sige, I know that we're kind of like jumping and all over the place dito. Pero, yung isa ding hugot ko dun sa ano, dun sa movie, sorry, dun sa series, wala talagang confrontation or closure with agot, no? I mean, with
Wala
Dominic.
yung
Kasi she portrays yung ano, di ba? Yung mom ni Dominic. Yung lead. Right? Ang sa akin
Di
lang,
ba may
no?
attempt nung parang pumunta doon sa room niya, pero hindi pa rin kinausap ni Dominic?
Yes, pero alam mo, mas
Hindi.
interested ako dun sa ano, ito i-resolve that conflict eh.
Mm.
I think na a lot of us struggle with alam mo, with that kind of dynamics or relationship with a parent who's like, let's say, conservative or close-minded, or alam mo yun, yung controlling, and obviously may fear itong si Dominic dun sa mom niya. So, and hindi nga kasi na-establish to eh, na parang, alam mo yun, parang may dual life si ano eh, si Dominic dito eh. Iba siya sa ano, 'di ba?
Sa
Yung
bahay, ba sa
personality
school?
sa bahay versus sa school, 'di ba? Totally different. Kasi kung gaano siya ka-confident and ka-articulate sa school, 'di ba? Pero parang tumitiklop siya pagkaharap niya yung mom niya eh. And
Yeah, pero yun nga, hindi nga na-establish. Siguro yun yung main reason ko din kaya hindi ko siya makapitan din. Kasi yung progression ng emotion mo, hindi mo siya makapitan yung mga characters. Yun sa akin Kasi parang very archetypal ba in a way ang tawag doon. Parang, ito, they will go to this kind of story arc, parang
correct,
given
yung kind of run of the mill na as of this
Oo.
point, 'di ba? Yung nga yung si Romnick yung actually nag-resolve, when actually I think much worthwhile yung journey ni Dominic if he was able to, I mean, overcome yung fear niya or have that meaningful talk with his mom. Kasi parang yun nga, parang they just swept it under the rug. Alam mo yun, sa last episode, parang masabi na okay na lang sila. So, pinakita lang si Agon, parang pumapalakpak na siya, proud na lang siya sa anak niya, na parang, wala lang, parang they just skimmed over yung kung ano man yung supposedly na emotional friction na meron sila dun sa relationship nila. Which is, yun nga, a missed opportunity, I believe.
Pero ako talaga, siguro nga talaga out of touch na ako sa mundo ngayon ng yung mga high school or kung ano man ang mundo ng mga kabaklaan ngayon sa Pilipinas or whatever. Kasi kung ako pa, mas naging iskandalo pa yung first dance nila. Hindi yung, I mean, first dance pa lang, parang iskandalo na. Parang normal na ba sa Pilipinas na may magsayaw na dalawang lalaki for a prom? Gets mo yung point ko? Parang sa akin, napakadali nilang magdesisyon na, sige tayo dalawang lalaki, mag-date tayo sa prom. It still sounds to me, parang foreign pa rin siya for me, especially to a Catholic school. Gusto mo yung point ko na parang...
correct. And I do agree. I mean, I don't want to, I mean, I'm pretty much in the same boat as you are. I'm so out of touch, like, how conservative or liberate yung, alam mo yun, yung schools are right now when it comes to this type of topic. On one part, actually ganito nga eh. On one part, kung ultra-conservative sila, I would understand why it's such a powerful and a controversial moment. Pero at the other end of the spectrum is that still considered news na? Parang is it still a big deal? Kumbaga, if you saw two boys dancing, considering nga na, I mean, if you look at yung context, yung school nila, parang nasa middle ground naman eh. They're not that ultra-conservative, right? Pero at the same time, di naman sila ganun ka-super liberal kasi they're still, I mean, yung gay population dun sa school, they're still being ostracized or they're still being, I should say, persecuted
bullied
to a point. Or bullied.
Yeah.
Diba? So, I'm actually, I wouldn't really know, honestly.
Kasi naisip ko lang, for example, kung ako kung i-aano ko yung kwento, mas gusto ko magkita yung friction, yung struggle nila to go to the prom together.
Ay, pareho tayo dyan.
Mas gusto ko andun yung struggle nila na parang, teka, pupunta ba tayo? Are we going to make a statement na pumunta? Yung parang hindi napakadaling, sige tayo, mag-date tayo.
Correct. Leading up to that, right? Yung nga naisip ko right? So this is about, kumbaga, if the series is about maintaining that relationship, so it's them taking that step to, to just finally be themselves in public. Diba?
Exactly.
If that journey, alam mo yun, kung yun yung naging center, yun yung naging focus ng story, I think leading up to the prom, I think it could be
A lot more ano yung
more cohesive and much
mm.
more a much more powerful scene.
Kasi
Naisip ko nga,
may naisip din ako, girl.
ah,
Kasi ang naisip ko pa nga, for example, leading up, di ba, they're struggling to decide kung pupunta sila na prom. Then they'll decide that discreetly, magde-date sila. Tapos alam mo
mm,
yung mga doon yung mga pasimpleng panakaw na holding hands, panakaw na udyukan na, are we going to do the dance? Alam mo yung parang doon yung build
mm,
up. Kasi
correct.
na,
You may
na
tension, you may fear, you may
may
anxiety,
fear
mas
na the people are looking at us if ever. Pero ang
and we're
nangyayari,
actually
parang,
mas relatable
okay.
sa atin 'yun, 'di ba?
Mm-mm.
'Di ba? I mean, not everybody went to the, alam mo 'yun, the prom as ourselves, I mean, fully ourselves or with a guy. Pero at least I think yung, alam mo yun, yung fear na yun, I think yung fear that would resonate from these lead characters to the audience, I think that's something that we can all relate 100%. I know the example, so yun nga, since we're talking about yung prom scene at saka yung kiss, I know it's supposed to be like a magical scene, right? May pa 360 nga ng camera, di ba?
Mm.
Pero I wish that they did it differently, honestly. I mean, kasi let's face it, Game Boys did it before, Hello Stranger did it, di ba? And in some way, pati yung ano, yung GYP, I'm sorry, GSP.
GSP.
But ang sa akin lang, I wish they could have done it differently in a way na yung una parang it was leading to something that's magical, 'di ba, sa end nila, pero it suddenly turned into dread. Parang, pero it's through or in perspective na eyes na Dominic and Luke. Parang, alam mo yun, yung, so they kiss, tapos they look at parang they check their background, they can see that some are, alam mo yung pinipicturean sila or binivideo sila, some are rooting for them, pero they can also see some, yung sa eyes ng audience, that they're disgusted, or parang, ultimately, they felt like they're in a freak show. Alam mo yun, yung, they could have milked that scene better that way. Parang nagkaroon sila ng rude awakening yung perspective na it's not all fairy tales. Tapos nagkaroon ng rude awakening na, yun nga, parang they're drawn back to, or they're pulled back to earth. Parang ganon
To
yung dating.
reality. Talagang, yeah, exactly.
Diba?
Yeah.
Parang, yun lang, yung naisip ko na could have been a much more impactful, powerful, and ironic scene, kumbaga. Right? Then parang parang yung nga relationship downhill from there. Kasi yung ginawa nila, 'di ba, parang sa perspective na lang nung mga kumuha ng mga video afterwards. I think mas organic kapag kina Dominic and Luke.
Dami natin yung kuda, gumawa na nga tayo sarili natin series. Mga basher, charot. Hindi, 'di ba? Kasi I mean,
sayang sayang. Actually, yun yung
sayang din. Alam mo yung
I mean,
sayang.
I think Luke, Dominic, Luke, I think they're great actors in this series, believable. And I believe in yung sa chemistry nila. So, alam mo yun, just taking it a step further after the movie. Kasi yun yung na-feel ko parang they didn't entirely know what to do after the movie. Parang yun yung, that's what I get a sense I mean, like yung first scenes, parang of course they wanted to tie or parang i-close loop kung ano man yung mga dangling plot lines nila from the movie, right? And then establish new ones. So, kung sana kung mas solid yung atake, it could have been a better experience. Okay. O sige, ikaw, what do you think about yung resolution nila afterwards? So, nag-viral sa social media, the school was put on the spot, right? And then there was parang yun nga, parang there was a clamor kung ano yung sanction, right? Parang there was one professor who wanted
warning, suspension,
both
or expulsion.
Correct, expelled. Yung isa, si brother gusto warning lang, tapos si coach, and I think even yung student body count, and student body daw, parang they voted for suspension. Right? So, and ultimately they agreed, or yung si father, yung headmaster, he decided on suspension.
Suspension, yeah.
Provided na mag-break, and yun nga, mag-break sila. Can the school actually do that?
I really don't know. Parang ang akin naman, hello, pwede na sabihin niya, nag-break po kami. Pero alam mo, di ba ang dami naman tagong relasyon ng mga high school natin? I mean, that's how I remember all my friends had during that time na parang, okay, parang keme-keme na hindi sila, pero patago na sila pa rin pala. Even si Doc C na guest natin previous sa coming out episode niya, na alam na lahat, mag-best friend lang sila, pero mag-jowa pala sila the whole time nung high school kami. Alam mo yun, parang, I almost felt like they're just milking the drama. I mean,
Ayun,
part of the whole.
'Di ba? Parang I think it's a flimsy mechanism, 'di ba? Para lang para lang ma-establish dito na na mag-break sila. Pero kasi 'di ba, probably at best yung pwede lang gawin ng school is mag-avoid yung mag-interact yung dalawa while in the school premises, 'di ba? Pero outside, syempre wala nang magagawa yung school doon, 'di ba?
Exactly. Tsaka yun nga.
Para mas maniniwala pa ako kung
Especially lang na may
karakter ni
cellphone
Agot. Isa pa yun. Buti sana kung alam mo yun, kung si Agot, siya to yung nag-dictate kay knowing that she has that control kay Dominic, 'di ba? Kung siya yung mag-insist noon, then mas maniniwala pa ako dun eh.
Pero 'di ba, ano naman, parang parang grounded naman si Dominic, 'di ba? Even nga yung friends sa mga badit, kaya si Gio yung tumulong na makausap si Dominic. Yung sa gabi na nag-kiss sila.
Correct. Naloka ako doon. I mean, although technically fine, break sila, 'di ba? Nung part, break sila ni Luke na mga panahong 'yon. And sige fine, nag-out si Gio. Pero tingin ko it's kasi 'di ba? Hinalikan ni Gio si Dominic. Tapos si Dominic kissed him back. 'Di ba? Which is fine and cute and all, pero I think, like in the bigger story, at some point, kailangan sabihin ni Dominic kay Luke na, I just wanna share, naghalikan kami ni Gio. Naalala mo yung time na nakiusap siya sa'yo para kausapin ako? Diba? So, nag-out siya sa akin. He kissed me, I kissed him back, pero mabilis lang.
Sa season 2 yan, sa season 2.
Parang, let's face it, it was a dick move, diba? Kung isipin mo. And I believe it should be discussed.
Girl, ayaw mo kasi panoodin ng sex education. Yung habulin mo kasi sex education, may eksena ng ganun yun din. Actually, parang sex education din pala to na slide. Anyways, kasi yung baklang
FM. So may experience.
Hindi kasi yung baklang sa sex education, yung baklang FM din, ang naging jowa, yung bullying straight na lalaki ng school nila. Anyways, naisip ko lang. Segue lang. Sige na, final thoughts na.
It's not perfect. It could have benefited more, siguro, if it had deeper storylines or just being more attentive dun sa mga little details. But overall, I am happy with I'm happy with the series, and I wish that there are more films and series like these. As a young gay person, falling in love, being in love, fighting to keep that love, diba? Kahit pa paano, may good feels naman. And yun nga, parang can you just imagine kung merong ganitong klaseng series?
Yung panahon natin,
or even a film ng panahon natin. I think that I would have grown up to be a very different person.
Yeah, I know. I really applaud the fact that talagang FM ang bida, nakahilat ang FM ng mga bakla, yung parang hindi na kailangan papamin-pamin. And I mean, it's about time na yun naman talagang reality. Kudos doon. Ang happy rin ang cast, super effective. I just wish talaga yung mga scenario lang talaga sa akin na hindi talaga I didn't bought it. Kumbaga, na parang pumasok lang sa classic trope of a romantic comedy na yung mga usual archetypal na mga pangyayari.
Eventually they played safe, no?
Yeah, they relied on that. So yun lang naman yung naging problema sa akin. Pero all in all, thank you for having this in a platform na is very accessible sa nakakarami para hindi na ganun katabu, may visibility. And with that, kudos. Yun lang.
Cute talaga ni Gio, I swear. Hope to see more of him.
Kay coach pa rin ako. So this has been another episode of Talak-E-Talks. Please don't forget to subscribe and like our video.
Yeah, and follow us on our social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And we're also available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Naka 1 year na tayo! Yay!
Let's celebrate!
Okay. This has been Tilapia Words Back.
And I am Shamsi Sapsap.
Bye!
Bye!